Hey guys, it's Tandrake, and I know this isn't what you was expecting or anything like that. And dog, you really start playing up now? Oh. But yeah, I'm going to be playing some Expedition Vikings, and wait, where? Why can I not move? Wait, I'm just gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna have it on medium. Just for now, just to hopefully get it working and everything. So I don't know if it's gonna be difficult or not. I'm probably not gonna do the Iron Man mode, but why can I not reach outside of that border? Like, that's weird. Maybe if it... Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with Tandrake and Son. Let's look for a good picture. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I have to go all the way through. That one, that looks good. I want blue, but I can't get my mouse over there. What the hell? Damn it, I'm gonna have to go with that. I'm gonna go with green then. Keep the brown. Medium. Just go with this thick braid. Can't have short hair being a Viking. That was cold dog. Actually, that looks round about right. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Ooh. Leather. Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing the leathers. Don't want no heavy sleeves. Want the braces, and I kind of want the wrappings. Ah, damn it. Boots. Okay. Okay, give me a second. I've got to try something. Okay, I can actually move my mouse now, so I'm going to change that up to blue. The reason I wanted to do that is because me being me, I don't like the orange on it though. That's not too bad. That looks better. And that does not look good. And that does not look good either. So I think I'm going to go with... Oh, that looks pretty nice. I'll do that. No, that does not. Right, so I'm going to have this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, God, I forgot that this game is this sort of thing. What am I aiming to be? This is the question, right? I don't know. So I probably need construction. I'm gonna need leadership. War cries. Grants both bonus bonus to both resistances and unlocks special conversation options. Right. So what's that by? That's sense. That's sense. These don't really make any difference. And then these are different abilities. These are in fighting abilities, aren't they? And then this is weaponry abilities. And oh, these are also fighting abilities. Okay, so first of all, if I'm gonna be a leader, A leader does not stand back, so I'm going to add... Wait, what did that do? Added more to physical? Physical resistance. Okay, right. It didn't do any extra... I'm going to add one to the endurance. That was stamina DR, damage reduction, accuracy, and hit points. Sense, which was stamina and mental. Base damage, I kind of want that because you got to be able to fight, you know. So I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to be leveling. Oh wait, that's axes and swords. What does finesse do? Knives. Okay, no. I'm not going for a crit character, so I'm going to go with strength. So axes and swords, was it? Axes and swords. Okay, so I'm gonna Viking, dude. Like, come on, gotta have axe. So I'm gonna upgrade the axe. Right, and do shield hook. I'm gonna upgrade a shield. Get brace. Okay, right. So damn, there's not really a huge amount here. Anticipate opening. Charge, cripple, dual wield, feint, interrupt, rebuke, throwing, and stun. So I want leadership, but I also want to go with like war cries. Yeah, I'm not going to be a tanky one though, so. Constitution halves the deterioration risk for infections. Crafting gives character a chance to add a special property to the items they craft. Well, I'm not going to be a crafter anyway. Diplomacy. I kind of want the diplomacy. Security, heavy sleeper, hunting, preserving, repairing, scouting. Tinkerer. This is very difficult, actually. I'm honestly grants 10% damage for 1 turn after every kill. Grants 30% melee damage when health points are low. Grants 10% damage on enemies that have downed an ally. 20% versus harried. I don't know what that is. Halves enemy critical chance. Evade. No. Receive an extra 20% hit points from restore and revive. That's not too bad. Grants 10% hit points. That's not too bad either. Lone wolf. Don't really want to do lone wolf. Low profile. Night owl. That's not too bad. Opportunist. Attacks of opportunity will also apply the stunned effect. Ooh. Increase flanking. Interrupt attacks have a 100% chance to hit. Strider. Thick skin. Right, so I'm going to hit that one off first. I kind of want the physical resistance by 10, but I don't have enough for that. So, ooh, I can't upgrade that either. What about that? I can't upgrade that. Free for all characters. Okay. That would have been a good one as well. I think I'm going to go with cripple so that people can't run away. Makes a ranged attack that deals 25% damage but takes away all the target's movement for the next. Yeah, that'll be good. I think that's going to be good for me. And haven't spent all your skill points yet. You can assign any left over points later. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I'm hoping that this works out because I just spent 10 minutes on building my character. Gonna have a quick drink.
Your father was a great warrior and a good husband, but he was not a strong chieftain to his clan. As he travels to join his brothers in the halls of Valhalla, you must take his place.
Okay.
Our clan is beset by petty squabbles. Some amongst our people would contest your claim to leadership, as they saw discord our neighbors plot against us. Gather your most trusted clansmen. Together you will face dangers which none can predict. You will be challenged on your leadership, your resolve, your wisdom. Build a ship and take your housecarls across the sea. Power and strength for our clan must be sought outside the Norse lands. If you show yourself to be bold, the gods will follow you into battle. Your legacy will live for 1,000 years beyond your time. Our clan must prevail.
I really hope I don't get copyright right there. Because that would honestly suck ass. I hope I don't get copyright for any of the music in this. That would be awful. I never thought about that. We'll see. I mean, if I do get a lot of copyright, then I'll just put it up without like the ability to monetize it or put ads on it, which everyone gets for free anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Because like I'm not in the partner program or anything, so I don't gain anything. But aid me, Odin, in my effort to bind the struggles of a bygone time as a glimmering light on glass. Okay. It is the evening after your father's funeral. When you close your eyes, the image of his blazing ship shimmers in the dark behind your eyelids. It's not a common ritual this far south, but your mother, Astrid, who hails from the land of the Geats, insisted on it. All the thanes of the neighbouring clans have come to attend your feast in his honour. Your father may not have been the most successful thane, but as a warrior he commanded the respect of many. The guests are filing into your longhouse. The thanes enter first, each trailing a modest group of warriors. Your mother leans in to whisper a few words of advice before she takes her seat. You should greet each of the thanes before the feast begins, but listen well to their words. Few of them would benefit from making this a smooth transition. It will be important to know where they stand. Okay, yeah, gold nameplates are people that you have to talk to, and then and that's side quests. Okay, so let's talk to Nefa.
There you are. The feast seems to be off to a good start.
Nefa is one of your oldest friends. Your family has always been close and you grew up together in the village. She's just finished pouring your mother a mug of mead. It's nice to see you out of your armour for a change. Nefa snorts sarcastically. You think you've seen my sister in this dress before, surely? That's the same thing? She closes her eyes and rubs the bridge of her nose with a finger. God, she was so excited to see me in this. I'll never hear the end of it. Where is Ephura? A sardonic undertone creeps into Nefa's voice. My poor sister has a fever again. She has such a frail constitution. All this wet cold is hard on her. Mother stays home to care for her. What do you think of our guests? She chuckles. Your fellow thanes are certainly a proud and graceful bunch. Even as they plot to murder you and take our lands, you think that poorly of them. That's certainly the sense I think that's what they're gonna go for. She grimaces. Oh, I'm sure not all of them are actively planning to kill us. I have a weird feeling about School, though. I doubt they call him Skullcleaver for no reason. Halfdan plays the lovable old grump, but I know he's had his eye on our harbour for years. Ragnhild I'm not sure about. She probably has nothing to gain from destroying us, but she's little more than Sigurd Hirngur's appendage, and who knows where he stands. Let's talk later. Good luck and watch your back. Okay, let's go and see Ragnhild the White. Ragnhild the White is the most influential of your guests. As the vassal of King Sigurd, she is the current ruler of Denmark. She has come from the trade hub of Rib to the south, where she presides as Jarl. She nods politely as you approach her seat. It was a beautiful ceremony, Tanner. I extend my condolences for your loss on behalf of Rib and of the king. I must tell you, I advised him not to seek out the isles across the sea. We've all heard the stories of the unprotected coasts and their treasures, but there is more danger than the rumours let on. I'm not surprised they claimed his life, but I'm glad at least he died with a sword in his hand. Did you know Drakensson well? I knew him as a warrior. We fought together on the Bravelier, and he struck me as a shrewd tactician. When your king needs you, I hope that you will serve him as well as your father did. I will serve you, have my word. I'm glad to hear it. Our king will not forget those who aid him in battle. Thank you for accepting my invitation. We are honoured. I was hoping the king himself would attend. Okay, I'm going to say number 1. Reputation has increased. There you go. Of course, your father's sword will be missed in our struggles against the Franks. If you'll excuse me, blah, blah, blah. The old shield maiden smiles. She gracefully slides back down into her seat, whereupon she spears a large piece of chicken with her knife and dumps it on her plate. Skull cleaver. Skull Cleaver is the Thane of Yelling, which I think it's Yelling. Yelling. I think Yelling sounds a little bit better, to be honest, but I'll say Jelling for now, might as well. Which borders your area. Jelling is a large territory, and Skull is one of the most powerful Thanes in Jutland. Jelling has prospered under his rule. Skull pushes himself away from the table with his foot, the chair making a grinding sound across the wooden floor. His face shows earnest sympathy. Tanner, my boy, sorry about your father. If there's anything the people of Jelling can do to aid you in these trying times, don't hesitate. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm going to say that. That's very kind of you. Of course, we must all stand together against the Frankish threat. Continue. Skull leans towards you, resting his elbow on the table. Tell me, what are your plans for this place? How will you lead your clan? I'll start by expanding our defences. We need favour of the gods. I'll tell him that I'm going to expand my defences. I wish to be attentive Thane. I start by building a folkmoot. I'm gonna say start by expanding our defences. You really are Drakensson's son, aren't you? Just take care not to lose touch of those people's needs in your eagerness to defend them. He lets out a deep sigh and leans back into his chair. I'm sure you know I fought with your father many years ago. We were very much of a similar inclination, he and I. That man had a real taste for battle, not like his brothers. Mark my words, Tanner, true bonds are forged in battle, not bound in blood. What is that supposed to mean then? He came to me for advice before he mounted his last journey on account of my ties to Kupang. I should have warned him better about what he was getting himself into. What does Kupang have to do with it? He knew what he was getting into, but you went anyway. He should have stayed here and minded his clan. I'm going to ask what it had to do with it. Vikings out of Kupang have been to the isles across the sea. I've heard many stories about it since I often go there to trade. Your father wanted to hear if the stories were true. But I've taken too much of your time already. I know you have more you have other guests to entertain. Perhaps we'll talk later, after a bit more mead. Skull nods more to himself than to you and turns his attention to the food on the table. Halfdan is the thane of a slightly larger clan that borders your lands to the east. He wears a solemn expression and nods heavily when you approach. Draken's son is in Valhalla now, Tana. There is no doubt about it. He died doing what he loved. But while he feasts among the heroes, you're left back here to sort out the pieces. You've got your work cut out for you. You speak of my father at his own funeral? I'm going to ask, what do you mean? Your father managed to make quite a few enemies in his time, most of them among his own clan. If you permit me to be honest, he never paid one speck of attention to the wishes or needs of his people. Surely you're not expecting your clan claim to leadership to go uncontested. I am the rightful thane. If anyone thinks otherwise, we'll sort it out the traditional way. No one in this clan is more suited to lead than I'll win them over. I know many disagree with my appointment. It'll be a difficult transition. The traditional way. God, worse problems than this have been solved at the tip of a spear or the edge of a blade. May the gods favour you if it comes to that. Halfdan empties his mug of mead in a single gulp and slams the mug onto the table and calls to a thrall to refill. I don't much like him. He seems tricky. Your elder brother, Rorik, always had a penchant for music. He looks up and gives you a warm smile as you approach him. Got clothed, brother. Rorik grins. I mean, my honoured thane. How do you feel? Well, I'm well, Rorik. I know our father's in Valhalla now. I'm fine. How about yourself? I'm going to ask him how he is. Rorik shrugs. You can barely hear his soft voice over the din of the feast. I'm certain father is feasting with Odin now. The old man will surely be more at home in Valhalla than he ever was here. How's everyone been treating you? Everyone knows you're the better warrior and a stronger-willed man than I. Nobody wants me as their thane. To tell you the truth, I think our clansmen are almost as relieved as I am that you took on the mantle. I have to go. Your brother flashes a cheeky grin. Just use the old signal if you need help to get out of conversation with one of the other thanes. End dialogue.
Busy entertaining your guests?
Ketil is standing off to a side, holding a horn full of mead. The young hunter appears to be watching the feast with a faintly amused expression, and he nods respectfully when you come near. Not too busy to check in on you, as busy as you expect. What are you doing over here by yourself? I'm going to say not too busy to check in on you. Ketil shifts his weight restlessly. I've had an uneasy feeling all night. Have you seen Skull's Husklars over there in the corner? Oh god. Hrodegar? I don't know. I'm just going to call him Hod. And Skaki. I've heard stories about them. Neff, I'm just going to call her Neff. It's just going to be easier. I'm just going to put everyone down to nicknames. Neff seems to be expecting trouble too, so I've decided to go easy on the mead and keep an eye out. I appreciate that. It never hurts to be careful. He throws his head back slightly towards Aslef. Speaking of which, keep an eye on the big lug back there. He and his friends have been putting their heads together all night. I think he might be planning something. Aslef is family. He wouldn't attack me. Ketil raised an eyebrow. Sure, he wouldn't do anything underhanded, but it's basically tradition for your families to fight over who gets to sit in the big chair. But it's your feast. I'll watch Aslef and his friends. You should relax and enjoy yourself. Grimvard the Son. Jesus Christ. Aslef is a distant cousin. Leadership of the clan has moved between your side of the family and his for generations. He's known as a skilled warrior and a hard worker. Aslef sits with his two closest
Our
friends.
condolences on the passing of your father. At least he died the way he would have wanted. He will be feasting with the gods tonight.
He looks up at you when you approach his end of the table. Neither of his friends acknowledge your presence. His tone is respectful but slightly cold. Thank you. I hope there is no bad blood between us. There's no need for pretenses. You've no respect to my father. I will not ask. I'm going to say number 1 because number 2 is going a little bit out of the way. Aslef seems to consider this for a while before replying. It's no secret I didn't agree with how Drakenson ruled our clan. Bearing this in mind, I don't see what gives you the right to succeed him. But this feast is in his honour, and I will not insult his memory here, nor will I challenge your claim to leadership. You believe you would be more suited? Thank you for keeping these things separate. I would rather do number 2, just in case I upset him. Aslef simply nods once, then he returns his attention to his companions. Yeah, I don't want to push the point now. It's kind of hard to click on some of the things here. Following the initial meet and greet, everyone toasts to your father and digs into the meal. Food covers every inch of the table, and the freshly brewed mead seems to flow endlessly. You're listening to Neff's usual complaints about her mother when Ketil perks up and slips discreetly out of the longhouse. Outside, some piece of pottery crashes against the ground and men begin to shout. In short order, the door flies open and the doorway is filled with Ottar, Erlingsson. Sword in hand, outside you see his brothers standing over the prone form of Ketil. Ottar looks around the room with disgust. What a splendid feast for such a shit thane. Ottar's gaze stops on you. He raises his sword to point at you accusingly. Tanner, your family had its chance to earn our respect and you wasted it. Come outside and defend your honour, or we will burn this hall to the ground. Nefla jumps to her feet, already holding her knife. Her voice seethes with disgust. Ottar, you miserable drunkard. How dare you attack your thane's honour during his own feast? Your family will pay for this. Ottar has turned his back on you and is already walking back outside. All the other guests turn their gaze to you in anticipation. Your mother leans in and to whisper in your ear, you have to handle this. If the other thanes think we're too weak to deal with such a blow against our family's honour, this will not stand. Nefra, are you with me? I'm going to say, are you with me? Because obviously they've got brothers, you know. A shadow sets across Neff's face. By the gods, he's going to make us kill him this time, isn't he? End the dialogue, right? Oh.
I hope Ketil is all right.
Okay. I'll retrieve my weapon from the rack. Take all. Okay, I've got to go through the equipment. So, no, I don't want the axe. Oh, well, the axe is for the ranged. Okay. Okay, I did not realise this. Okay, so she's got a spear and a knife. So, a knife. Alright, let's get out there and murder some peoples. This is quite actually entertaining. The amount of work that you have to put in to the characters. I hope that this is actually still recording by audio, because at the minute I don't know. There you go. Because it wasn't spinning, I don't know if it was actually recording still. It could be jittery as fuck. Okay, yeah, this is actually quite entertaining. The amount of investment you have to put in your character, I think. Most of the guests follow you outside and form a half circle behind you. You're dimly aware of the other thanes muttering among themselves. Neff runs over to Ketil to help him back on his feet. A streak of blood runs from his hair down his cheek, but it looks like he can still fight. 4 against 1. This is what the sons of Erlinger, for whatever's son, consider a fair fight. Ottar's brother totes? I don't know how to say that. Sneers. Oh, his name is Toasty. Toasty. His name is Otter's brother, Toasty. Oh my god, have a drink. Oh, Toasty. You're not making this any easier. Yeah, I need a drink. Toasty. Stop! You're not making this any easier. Tell me, what does that say? Toste. Toasty. Oh, tears. Tears. No, I need to stop. Stop laughing. Otter's brother. Fuck me. Okay, Otter's brother Toasty sneers. At least I can do it if I do it like that. Going back to Mortal Kombat, that just makes it so much better. He sounds drunk. Shut your mouth, woman. He started it. Now Toasty and now fucking diplomacy. I can't say. This is going well. Diplomacy 1. Go home, you fools. I know your families have been on good. I know our families have never been on good terms, but if we spill each other's blood tonight, the killing will never stop. Will you be alright, Katil? You snakes, you will die for this. I'm going to try and send them home because, yeah. In the back of the youngster, Erlinger's sons. Youngest of Erlinger's... Fuck's sake, I can't read now. In the back, the youngest of Erlinger's sons. Wait. His name is R? Like, are we going to the shops? What the fuck, man? No wonder I'm struggling to read this. In the back, the youngest of Erlinger's sons, R, is looking increasingly distraught. He's right, Otter. This is not what Father would want. Otter groans with irritation. It doesn't matter what Father wants. We're here now. There's no going home with our honour. Nothing about this is honourable. I should never have come here with you. Then run, R. Run back to the farm like a coward, and we'll deal with Tanner ourselves. R's eyes flicker between you and his brother. Dejected, he takes 2 steps back, then he turns and walks away. Otter's gaze never leaves you, and his hand clenches around the grip of his axe. If you crave a fight so much, there are proper ways to handle this. Does your father know you're here, destroying his name? Number 2. Otter shifts his weight restlessly as he regards the Thanes assembled behind you. He does not, but he will be proud of us when fucking names! Aslef is finally our Thane instead of you. Aslef steps forward and draws his weapon. You've gone too far, Otter. There is no honour in this. I must take Tanner's side here. For a moment his confusion mixes with fright in Otter's eyes, but he quickly composes himself. Fine, we'll kill you all, then I'll be Thane. Dude, really? Right, I'm going to get rid of that, because I do remember how to do this. I can either shoot him, or I can go... Wait, no. With... How do I switch weapons? Okay. Oof! Ouch! Enjoy it while it lasts. Bitch! Absorbed by my block. Uh-oh. Oof! No. Ow. bad, man. Okay, so I'm gonna hit him once more. Oh shoot! I didn't realise I could. Okay, I screwed that. I should have read it. I know that with the spear she can hit that. Okay. So now it's him. Oh no, I'm gonna use him, and I'm gonna use a stun. Stun resisted. Feck! A dick. Eeh! Shoot him in the face! Oh, he's harried as well. Okay. Oh. Wow, that was a bad miss, wasn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna give him a good whack in the face. Okay, right now I'm gonna change to you. I understand about the cover and all of that. Oh no, I want him first, because I'm gonna put you there, and I'm gonna give you a good whack. Now I'm gonna put you here, because the spear can hit over 2, so that goes boink! 70 damage. Damn, son. And you are gonna come over here and shoot him. No, I did play this before, so I do know like the basics. I played a little bit of it to get the basics down, so that I knew what I was doing. But I just skipped through everything. Right, no new injuries. Okay, so the combat results, blah 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 blah. You get all the information if their armor takes damage and yada yada yada. Right. Otter Elun's son lies on the frozen earth in a small pool of his own blood. His blank eyes gaze at the sky. The only brother who made it through alive is slowly getting to his feet. He looks at his dead brothers with distant shock in his eyes. Neff regards the aftermath of the fight with a mixture of disdain and sadness. What do we do with him? Let him go for now. The farmer picks up his weapon and leaves dejectedly. His pride has suffered a tremendous blow tonight, but he poses little threat now that he stands alone. Your guests look on with solemn expressions that don't reveal what they think of this act of mercy. I didn't want this, but you all saw what happened here. These men left me no choice. This is what happens to my enemies. Everyone would do well to remember that. Anyone who has a dispute with me can observe our customs and challenge me to a duel, but I will not be ambushed at my own feast. As if steps forwards, he looks not the least bit tired from the fight. I supported you here tonight because Otter and his brothers were out of line. It is not the way of our clan to kill each other in drunken brawls. Tanner, son of Draken, son. Damn it, I shouldn't have put the son on the end. I challenge you to a duel for the position of Thane. An excited murmur rises among the guests. Ketil mutters in a voice too low for anyone other than you and Neff to hear. Can you believe this Bikuji-sonner? It's his right to issue such a challenge. His timing could be better though. I accept your challenge. He nods, apparently satisfied. We will meet on Holmgang Island at noon on the morrow. May the gods favour you. Can't believe it came to this. A man that bitter with sons that stupid. It was just a matter of time. It feels like the whole clan will have to deal. I'll have to focus on the challenge. We will unquestionably be. We were unquestionably in the right tonight, but we dealt a great blow to Erling. Time will tell. Empty? I'll take. Let me fight him. I can handle him myself. A pleading tone creeps into Neff's voice. It's not something you hear often from her. Don't underestimate Aslif. He's just as strong as you are. I believe the gods will favour me. Just be careful. Aslif would be a terrible thane. Oh. Dark eyes size you up under elaborate braided hair. There's something mysterious and dangerous about this woman. You made short work of those mules. Man after my own heart. How's that? Nobody fucks with me and lives. You seem to be similarly inclined. I took no pleasure in that fight. Not pleasure, no, but satisfaction, surely. A well-deserved victory, that is true. I'm glad I got a chance to meet you now. I'm sure this won't be the last time we see each other. She holds up her cup in salute and slithers away into the crowd without asking your leave. Your mother wraps you in a warm embrace. There is a hint of tears in her eyes. Well fought, my child. Your father would be so proud. The clan is at war with itself. Was father really such a poor thing? There'll be another fight tomorrow. I'm doomed and there will be another fight tomorrow. I know, Aslif's a skilled warrior. You would do well to make some preparations. I will face him on equal grounds. Don't be ridiculous. This duel could be to the death. There are no rules to break in such a contest. You need every advantage you can get. It may not seem like it right now, but most of our clan remains loyal to us, if nothing else. Then, because they prefer you as Thane over Asilf, go to Hulda in the bog and ask her for some help. She's old and wise, and she has many ways to weaken a man. It'll take more than that than an old hag's brew to beat Aslif. Sigurd may have an idea. She is good at setting traps for the creatures of the forest. She may know of a trap large enough for a man. Other than that, Kevdulf, we call him Kel for now, may be willing to get you some better equipment. You shouldn't go into a duel with those old weapons Draken's son gave for you for training. Okay. Jesus Christ, people are noisy outside. I'm gonna go and see Keldur. Jesus Christ. The smith Keldur has retreated to his the familiar confines of his workshop, where he's engaged in discussion with his wife, Dagherald. They break it up when they see you coming, and Dagherald wanders off to find someone else with whom to gossip. So, Erlinger family lost control of his idiot sons. Finally lost control of his idiot sons. Did he? Glad to see you made it out of that mess. It's been a long time coming. Seems like everyone anticipated the attack except me. Also, if he's challenged me to a duel, is there anything you can do? Number 4. I'm sorry, my boy, I'm not selling you a blade knowing you'll use it against the clansmen. Aslif used to help out in the smithy as a child. I won't have either of your blood in my conscience. I don't plan to kill him, I just have to beat him to defend my seat. Smith crosses his massive arms and shakes his head. Such things rarely go according to plan. In the heat of the moment, with a sword in your hand, I won't be responsible. The decision is final. Aslif is a stronger warrior. I need him and his axe to defend the clan from our enemies. But you know our clan is safer and stronger with me in charge. Denying my request will not keep Aslif safe. It will only put me in danger. That's a difficult one. Should I use sense or should I use leadership? Leadership. Crosses his arms and squints at you for a long moment. Then he releases a sigh. He does have a poor head for tactics, but I will not give you steel to swing at him. That's okay. However, I can help you stay safe. Here, let me get you a good sturdy set of quilted armor. It'll serve you better than that shirt you're wearing. The smith disappears into the back of his shop and re-emerges with a thick quilted shirt in his hands. He presents it to you with a solemn nod. This is the best I can do to aid you. If the fight goes well, you can keep it. Thank you. Ayak at Dak. I don't know how to say that, but still. Just be careful out there. With that, Kevil, I should say really, Kevil Dulfre, whatever, seems to decide he's done enough smithing for today, and he starts the nightly routine of meticulously putting his tools back in their places. Okay, that's one done. I will talk to Sigurd as well. That gives me a decent amount of armor, to be honest. Sigurd is the clan's best hunter and is married to the other full-time hunter, Jot, I'm going to call him. She bows her head respectfully as you approach her. Khel Okesal, Tana, I witnessed Aslif's challenge. Is there anything I can do with you? I should suggest you might know a few tricks to aid me. Is it possible to trap a man in a way one might trap a bear? Her eyebrows go all the way up. A trap for combat? Huh? Interesting idea. Reminds me of something your uncle, Grimulf, told me once. He was with Draken's son in Geatland to fight for Sigurd, and he was tasked to ambush a group of mercenaries riding to reinforce the enemy. According to Grimulf, your father wanted to split up the riders with a surprise attack, so he had an idea of suspending a strong net above the path and running the rope across the ground, concealed by branches. When the first horse stepped on the rope, it came loose and dropped the net down onto the rider, tangling him up and causing him to fall off the horse. That's ingenious. Can you do it? I don't think... Can you do it? It hinges on whether he expects a trap and how well it's hidden. I know how to hide a trap well enough from anyone. Then let's try it. Good, I'll start preparing. The worst thing that can happen is that you'll have to fight him like normal. Okay. And the last one is all the way down here. Roskva the Black. I'll talk to Roskva and then I'll actually save before ending the feast. And then that will be the next episode of Exploration Vikings.
Why are you here?
The witch's apprentice is tending to the candles around an old tree. She stands when she sees you, squinting through damp locks of raven black hair that droops in the front of her face. I am Thane, I go wherever. Please don't talk to me like that. I'm here to see Huldar. The girl fidgets with the candle in her hand, picking the wax with a long nail. Are you sure? Today isn't one of her good days. What do you mean by that? She and I have that in common. An uncertain smile crosses her lips. How's that? I'm fighting as if on Holmgang Island tomorrow. Her eyebrows jump ever so slightly, but her voice remains monotone. Oh wow. You'll be wanting some poison then. You know about poison? Oh shit, I pressed number 2. I don't even know why I pressed. She smiles in much the same way that a cat might smile at a gull. If Helder is too difficult, then come talk to me. I might be of some help.